So in the exceptions of supply, the first thing we have is agricultural products. Now the law of supply does not hold in case of agricultural products because agricultural products depends upon the nature. Due to bad weather, if the agricultural production is less in a year, okay, or in a month or anything, okay, even if due to less supply in the market and more demand in the market, less supply and more demand in the market, the prices may rise, but still the supply cannot be increased because it is depending on the weather. If the weather is not good, the production will not be good. So even if the price rises of those agricultural products due to low supply in the economy, then the supply cannot be increased. Okay. Next is perishable goods. Many goods are there which cannot be stored for a long time. It gets destroyed or it gets spoiled. Okay, so due to this reason, what happens? We have to finish it off quickly. We have to sell it off quickly. Okay, because we cannot stock it for a long time. If we stock it for a long time, what will happen? It will get spoiled. So even if we know that this good in the future its price may rise and we may earn more profit, but as we cannot stock it, we cannot sell it later at a good price. We have to sell it now because it is perishable in nature. Okay, next is supply of rare goods. Supply of rare good means the supply of costly goods like rare coins, etc., stamps, rare stamps, etc. It cannot increase even if the prices are increased. So supply of rare goods, the supply of rare goods cannot be increased even if the prices are increased because already it is a rare good. We don't get it easily. So when we don't get it easily, even if the price is high, we cannot give it supply because it is already rare. Okay, the last is disposal of old stocks. Sometimes to clear old stocks, what happens? The seller sells off the commodities at a very low price. Okay, it does not need a higher price to earn profit. To sell off like we get a 50% off, it goes in various malls at a certain part of time. So do the seller sells it at a higher price to earn profit? No. So to finish off its old stocks, to clear off the old stock, what does it do? It gives sale. Means at a reduced price to clear the old stock, they sell the goods at a reduced price or at a low price. So this is disposal of old stocks. So the first was agricultural products, which is depending on nature. Its supply cannot be increased or decreased with the change in price. Perishable goods, we can't stock it because if we stock, it will get wasted. So as it gets wasted, we have to sell it at the present situation only because at a low price, because we cannot wait for a better price in the future because the goods will be spoiled. So perishable goods. Next is supply of rare goods, means supply of rare coins, rare stamps, then rare stones whose supply cannot be changed with change in the price. Next is disposal of old stocks. Many a times we see sales 50% off and all these offers are given in various places just to clear the old stocks at a low price. Okay, next, the last point is scarcity of resources or non-availability of resources. So scarcity of resources or non-availability of resources. Many a times when resources or inputs are not available for production, obviously with change in price we cannot change the production level also. Thus we cannot change the supply also. Due to scarcity of resources or inputs, we cannot change our production and supply with the change in the prices. So these are the exceptions to the law of supply. What is this exceptions to the law of supply? Means the situations which do not obey the law. Situations which do not obey the law. Similarly, we had in demand also exceptions to the law of demand. Means situations or goods which are not obeying the law of demand. Similarly, in supply also we have got exceptions, means the situations or the goods which are not obeying the law of supply. So tomorrow we will go to the other part of the chapter.